was going over the far famed Kerry Mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol and I then produced my rapier, saying stand and deliver, for you are a bold deceiver, mushering dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money and it made a pretty penny. I put it in me pocket and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would deceive me, but the devil take the women, for they never can be easy, mushering dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I went unto my chamber all for to take a slumber. I dreamt of gold and jewels and for sure it was no wonder. But Jenny drew me charges and she filled them up with water, then sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter, mushering dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. And 'twas early in the morning, just before I rose to travel, up comes a band of footmen and likewise Captain Farrell. I first produced me pistol, for she'd stolen away me rapier. I couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken, mushering dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. And if anyone can aid me, 'tis my brother in the army. If I can find a station in Cork or in Killarney, and if he'll go with me, we'll go roaming in Kilkenny, and I'm sure he'll treat me better than my sporting Jenny, mushering dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar, and mushering dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Whoop!
The winds are singing freedom, they sing it everywhere. They sing it on the mountainside and in the city square. And they sing of a new day dawning, when our people will be free. Come and join our song of freedom, let it ring from sea to sea. In the battle streets of Belfast, can't you hear the people cry? For justice long denied them, and their crying fills the sky. But the winds of change are singing, bringing hope from dark despair. There's a day of justice dawning, you can feel it in the air. And the winds are singing freedom, they sing it everywhere. They sing it on the mountainside and in the city square. And they sing of a new day dawning, when our people will be free. Come and join our song of freedom, let it ring from sea to sea. Too long our people have suffered in their misery and their tears, and foreign rulers used our land for about 800 years. Its long road has no turning, and I know someday we'll see a day of justice dawning, when our people will be free. And the winds are singing freedom, They sing it everywhere. They sing it on the mountainside and in the city square. And they sing of a new day dawning, when our people will be free. Come and join our song of freedom, let it ring from sea to sea. There's a time laid out for laughter, there's a time laid out to weep. There's a time laid out for sowing, and a time laid out to reap. There's a time to love your brother, there's a time when hate must cease. If you sow the seeds of justice, you can reap the fruits of peace. And the winds are singing freedom, they sing it everywhere. They sing it on the mountainside and in the city square. And they sing of a new day dawning, when our people will be free. Come and join our song of freedom, let it ring from sea to sea. Come and join our song of freedom, let it ring from sea to sea. High upon the gallows trees, one the noble hearted free, by the vengeful tyrant stricken in their bloom. But they met him face to face with the courage of their race, and they went with souls undaunted to their doom. God save Ireland, said the heroes. God save Ireland, said they all. Whether on the scaffold high or the battlefields we die, oh, what matter if for Ireland here we fall? Girt around with cruel foes, and their courage proudly rose, for they thought of friends who loved them far and near. Of the millions true and brave, o'er the ocean's swelling wave, and the friends of dear old Ireland ever true. God save Ireland, said the heroes. God save Ireland, said they all. Whether on the scaffold high or the battlefields we die, oh, what matter if for Ireland here we fall? Climbed they up the rugged stair, banged their voices out in prayer, then with England's fatal cord around them cast. Close beside the gallows tree, kissed like brothers lovingly, true to home and faith and freedom to the last. God save Ireland, said the heroes. God save Ireland, said they all. Whether on the scaffold high or the battlefield we die, oh, what matter if for Ireland here we fall? Never till the latest day shall the memory pass away of their gallant lives thus given for our land. But on the cause we'll go, it's the joy, the weal and woe, till we make our isle a nation free and grand. God save Ireland, said the heroes. God save Ireland, said they all. Whether on the scaffold high or the battlefield we die, oh, what matter if for Ireland here we fall? God save Ireland, said the heroes. God save Ireland, said they all. Whether on the scaffold high or the battlefields we die, oh, what matter if for Ireland here we fall? see who comes over the red blossomed heather, their green banners kissing the pure mountain air. Heads erect, eyes front, stepping proudly together. Freedom sits throned on each proud spirit there. And down the hills winding, their blessed steels shining, like rivers of beauty that flow from each glen. For mountain and valley, 'tis liberty's rally. Out and make way for the bold Fenian men. We've men from the north, from the shore and the Shannon. Let tyrants come forth, we'll bring force against force. Our pen is the sword and our voice is the cannon. Rifle for rifle and horse against horse. We've made the foul Saxon yield many a red battlefield. God on our side, we will triumph again. Pay them back, woe for woe, give them back, blow for blow. Out and make way for the bold Fenian men. Side by side for the cause of our forefathers battled. Our hills never echoed the tread of a slave. In many's the fields where the leaden hail rattled. Through the red gap of glory they marched to their grave. And those who inherit their name and their spirit will march neath the banner of liberty then. All who love foreign law, native or Saxon, must out and make way for the bold Fenian men. You've read in history's pages the heroes of great fame, the deeds they've done and the battles won and how they made their name. But the boys who made the history for the orange, white and green were the boys who died in Dublin town in 1916. Some meet the boys from Kerry, take the boys from Clare, from Dublin, Wicklow, Donegal and the boys from Old Kildare. Some came from a land across the sea, from Boston and New York. But the boys who beat the black and tans were the boys from the County Cork. In Ireland's rebel county, our heroes fought and died. Tom Barry and his gallant lads filled Irish hearts with pride. From Skibbereen to Bandon and Bantry by the sea, our brave young Michael Collins fought for Ireland's liberty. Meet the boys from Kerry, take the boys from Clare, from Dublin, Wicklow, Donegal and the boys from Old Kildare. Some came from a land across the sea, from Boston and New York. But the boys who beat the black and tans were the boys from the County Cork. Well, Cork gave us McSweeney, a martyr for to die, and Wicklow gave us Squire in the days now long gone by, and Dublin gave us Porrick, Pierce, McBride and Cahalbrew, and America gave us De Valera to lead old Ireland through. So meet the boys from Kerry, take the boys from Clare, from Dublin, Wicklow, Donegal and the boys from Old Kildare. Some came from a land across the sea, from Boston and New York. But the boys who beat the black and tans were the boys from the County Cork. So meet the boys from Kerry, take the boys from Clare, from Dublin, Wicklow, Donegal and the boys from Old Kildare. Some came from a land across the sea, from Boston and New York. But the boys who beat the black and tans were the boys from the County Cork. Yes, the boys who beat the black and tans were the boys from the County Cork. As I went a-walking one morning in May, to view yon fair valleys and mountains so gay, I was thinking on those flowers all doomed to decay, that bloom around ye bonny on each leaf galleon breaks. How oft in the morning with my dog and my gun I roamed through the valleys for joy and for fun. But now those days are over, and I must go away. So farewell unto ye, bonny, bonny Slieve galleon braes. How oft of an evening, and the sun in the west, I roved hand in hand with the one I loved best. But the hopes of youth are vanished, and now I'm far away. So farewell unto ye, bonny, bonny Slieve galleon braes. It was not the want of employment at home that caused us poor exiles in sorrow to roam, but those tyrannizing landlords, they would not let us stay. So farewell unto ye, bonny, bonny Slieve galleon braes.
Come take my hand and sing for Ireland, the island of dreams with its valleys so green, for the skies are so blue, and the friends we once knew, for the mountains so grand. Come take my hand,
Swing side by side and remember with pride the brave men who fought for our country and died. From the Shannon's clear waters to the shores of Lough Dan, I'll be there with you if you come take my hand.
come take my hand and sing for Ireland, the island of dreams with its valleys so green, for the skies are so blue and the friends we once knew, for the mountains so grand. Come take my hand.
Sing for one nation, proud Gaelic and free, though so long divided, united are we. We'll all join together, one people we'll stand, shoulder to shoulder if you come take my hand.
Come take my hand and sing for Ireland, the island of dreams with its valleys so green, for the skies are so blue and the friends we once knew, for the mountains so grand. Come take my hand.
We're all back in Ireland and that's where we'll stay. No more will we travel, no longer we'll stray. We'll sing out for Ireland and drink we'll demand. I'll be there drinking if you come take my hand.
Come take my hand and sing for Ireland, the island of dreams with its valleys so green, for the skies are so blue and the friends we once knew, for the mountains so grand. Come take my hand.
Come single bell or bow, unto me pay attention. Don't ever fall in love, 'tis the devil's own invention. For once I fell in love with a maiden so bewitching, Miss Henrietta Bell, out of Captain Kelly's kitchen. With me toodle-oodle-la, with me toodle-oodle-laddie, me toodle-oodle-la, with me toodle-oodle-laddie. At the age of 17, I was apprenticed to a grocer, not far from Stephen's Green, where Miss Henry used to go, sir. Her manners were sublime, she set me heart to twitching, and she invited me to a hoolie in the kitchen. With me toodle-oodle-la, with me toodle-oodle-laddie, me toodle-oodle-la, with me toodle-oodle-laddie. Next Sunday being the day we were to have the flare-up, I dressed myself quite gay, and I frizzed and oiled me hair up. The captain had no wife, faith he had gone a-fishing, and we kicked up high life down below stairs in the kitchen. With me toodle-oodle-la, with me toodle-oodle-laddie, me toodle-oodle-la, with me toodle-oodle-laddie. With me arm around her waist, she slyly hinted marriage. To the door in dreadful haste came Captain Kelly's carriage, her eyes soon filled with hate, and poison she was spitting. Captain Kelly's at the gate, and he's heading for the kitchen. With me toodle-oodle-la, with me toodle-oodle-laddie, me toodle-oodle-la, with me toodle-oodle-laddie. She flew up off me knees, full 5 feet up or higher, and over head and heels sent me slap into the fire. Me new repealer's coat that I bought from Mr. Mitchell, when a 20-shilling note went to blazes in the kitchen. With me toodle-oodle-la, with me toodle-oodle-laddie, me toodle-oodle-la, with me toodle-oodle-laddie. When the captain came downstairs, though I saw my situation, in spite of all my prayers, I was marched off to the station. For me they'd take no bail, though to get home I was itching, and I had to tell the tale how I came into the kitchen. With me toodle-oodle-la, with me toodle-oodle-laddie, me toodle-oodle-la, with me toodle-oodle-laddie. I said she did invite me, she gave a flat denial, for assault she did indict me, and I was sent for trial. She said I'd robbed the house in spite of all her screeching, and I got 6 months hard for me curtain in the kitchen. With me toodle-oodle-la, with me toodle-oodle-laddie, me toodle-oodle-la, with me toodle-oodle-laddie, with me toodle-oodle-la, with me toodle-oodle-laddie, me toodle-oodle-la, with me toodle-oodle-laddie.
Sure aren't we all Irish anyhow? Now is the time to step together now. We're on the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the long road, it may be the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, swinging along, singing a song.
Tim Finnegan lived in Walking Street, a gentle Irishman, mighty odd. He had a brogue so rich and sweet, and to rise in the world he carried a hod. You see it a sort of a tippling way, with the love of the liquor poor Tim was born, and to help him on his way each day, he'd a drop of the crater every morn. Whack for the tour, a dance to your partner, round the floor your trotters shake. Isn't it the truth I told you, lots of fun at Finnegans Wake? One morning Tim felt rather full, his head felt heavy and it made him shake. He fell off his ladder and he broke his skull, so they carried him off, his corpse to wake. Well, they wrapped him up in a nice clean sheet, and they laid him out there upon the bed, with a bottle of whiskey at his feet, a barrel of porter at his head.
Whack for the tour, to dance to your partner, round the floor your trotters shake. Isn't it the truth I told you, lots of fun at Finnegans Wake?
They all assembled at the wake, and Mrs. Finnegan called for lunch. First they laid out tea and cake, then pipes and tobacco and whiskey punch. Then Biddy O'Brien began to cry, such a lovely corpse did you ever see? Arra Tim Everine, why did you die? And none of that gab, says Biddy McGee.
Whack for the tour, a dance to your partner, round the floor your trotters shake. Isn't it the truth I told you, lots of fun at Finnegans Wake?
Then Cathy O'Connor took up the job. Arra Biddy, says she, you're wrong I'm sure. Biddy gave her clatter upon the gob, and sent her sprawling across the floor. 'Twas then the war did soon enrage, 'twas woman to woman and man to man. Shillelagh law did all engage, a row and a ruction soon began.
Whack for the tour, a dance to your partner, round the floor your trotters shake. Isn't it the truth I told you, lots of fun at Finnegans Wake?
Then Mickey Maloney raised up his head, and a naggin of whiskey flew at him. It missed and it landed upon the bed. The whiskey splattered all over poor old Tim. Bedad they cry, now see him rising. Tim Finnegan rising up in his bed, singing whirl the whiskey around like blazes, Mother and Jason to think I'm dead.
Back for the tour, a dance to your partner, round the floor your trotters shake. Isn't it the truth I told you, lots of fun at Finnegans Wake? Whack for the tour, a dance to your partner, round the floor your trotters shake. Isn't it the truth I told you, lots of fun at Finnegans Wake?
Dear sir, I write this note to you to tell you of my plight. And at the time of writing, I am not a pretty sight. My body is all black and blue, and my face a deathly grey. And I write this note to say why I am not at work today. While working on the 14th floor, some bricks I had to clear. Now to throw them down from such a height was not a good idea. The foreman wasn't very pleased, he is an awkward sod. And he said I'd have to cart them down the ladders in me hod. Now clearing all these bricks by hand, it was so very slow. So I hoisted up a barrel and secured a rope below. But in my haste to do the job, I was too blind to see. A barrel full of building bricks is heavier than me. So when I then untied the rope, the barrel dropped like lead. And clinging tightly to the rope, I started up instead. I shot up like a rocket, till to my dismay I found halfway up I met the bloody barrel coming down. The barrel broke my shoulder as to the ground it sped, and when I reached the top I banged the pulley with my head, still clinging tightly to the rope from this almighty blow, while the barrel spilled out half the bricks 14 floors below. Now when these bricks had fallen from the barrel to the floor, I then outweighed the barrel, so I started down once more, still clinging tightly to the rope, my body racked with pain. When halfway down I met the bloody barrel once again. Now the force of this collision halfway down the office block caused multiple abrasions and a nasty case of shock. Still clinging tightly to the rope, I sped towards the ground, and I landed on the broken bricks that were all scattered around. Now as I lay there groaning, I thought I'd passed the worst, but the barrel hit the pulley wheel and then the bottom burst. A shower of bricks rained down on me, I hadn't got a hope. As I lay there bleeding on the ground, I let go the bloody rope. The barrel then being heavier, it started down once more and landed right on top of me where I lay upon the floor. It broke 3 ribs and my left arm, and I can only say, I hope you'll understand why I am not at work today.
They say Mother Earth is breathing with each wave that finds the shore, and her soul rises in the evening for to open twilight's door. Her eyes are the stars in heaven, watching o'er us all the while, and her heart it is in Ireland, deep within the Emerald Isle. We were 40 against hundreds in someone else's bloody war. We know not why we're fighting or what we're dying for. They will storm us in the morning when the sunlight turns the sky. Death is waiting for its dance now. Fate has sentenced us to die. Ireland, I am coming home. I can see you rolling fields of green and fences made of stone. I am reaching out. Won't you take my hand? I'm coming home. Ireland. Now the captain, he lay bleeding, and I can hear him calling me. These men are yours now for the leading. Show them to their destiny. And as I look up all around me, I see the ragged, tired and torn, and I tell them to make ready, 'cause we're not waiting for the morn. Here we go. Ireland, I am coming home. I can see you rolling fields of green and fences made of stone. I am reaching out. Won't you take my hand? I'm coming home. Ireland. Now the fog is deep and heavy as we forge a darkened field. We can hear their horses breathing as in silence we draw near. And there are no words to be spoken just a look to say goodbye. I draw a breath, the night is broken as I scream our battle cry. Ireland, I am coming home. I can see you rolling fields of green and fences made of stone. I am reaching out, won't you take my hand? I'm coming home, Ireland. Yes, I am home, Ireland. We were 40 against hundreds.
Oh, the night that Paddy Murphy died is a night I'll never forget. Some of the boys get loaded drunk and they ain't got sober yet. As long as a bottle was passed around, every man was feeling gay. O'Leary came with the bagpipes, some music for to play.
That's how they showed their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and shame, and they winked at one another. And every drink in the place was full the night that Murphy died.
As Mrs. Murphy sat in the corner pouring out her grief, Kelly and his gang were tearing down the street. They went into an empty room and a bottle of whiskey stole. They put the bottle in with the corpse to keep that whiskey cold.
That's how they showed their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and shame, and they winked at one another. And every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, after emptying the jug, Doyle opens up the icebox lid to see poor Paddy's mug. We stopped the clock so Mrs. Murphy couldn't tell the time, and at 2:15
we argued it was 9. That's how they showed their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and shame, and they winked at one another. And every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died.
They stopped the hearse on George Street outside Sundance Saloon. They all went in at 8:30 and staggered out at noon. They went up to the graveyard, so holy and sublime. They found out when they got there,
They left the corpse behind. That's how they showed their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and shame, and they winked at one another. And every drink in the place was full the night Pat Murphy died.
The night that Paddy Murphy died is a night I'll never forget. Some of the boys get loaded drunk and they ain't got sober yet.
Not yet.
As long as a bottle was passed around, every man